I started recording.
Hi guys, I would like to extend my warm welcome to all the people in this webinar of Maatrathin Muyarchigal conducted by SEED, a collective initiative. This session is recorded. I would like to welcome the man of the hour, architect Melvin Yaramchetty. Architect Melvin Yaramchetty is an alumni who is currently working as Facilities Project Manager at Pratt Institute, Brooklyn, New York. He is also the Managing Director of GPS Constructions and also the Principal Architect of Code Architects India. It has been over 6 years of his experience extending services in India and overseas as well. His initiatives include architectural practice to design, build, and operate interiors of diverse edifice typologies and ensure a smooth facilities management. He has also been awarded the Best Sustainable Thesis Concept, Urban Oasis, in the year 2005. I would like to thank you, Anna, for spending your valuable time with us for the enlightenment of knowledge of the next generation of growing architects. So this session will be like going forward with a presentation. After that, we'll be having a question answer session. I would like to inform the participants that you can post your questions in the chat box once the presentation is done. Afterwards, if you want to have a direct instruction, you can also raise your hand for so that we can unmute you and you can interact with Anna. Now over to you, Anna.
Hello everyone. Thanks, Hari. You're Hari, right? I'm sorry. So thank you so much. I think I did my thesis in 2015, not 2005. For small correction, you said like 2005. It's 2015.
Oh, sorry, no.
No, that's fine. I'm just kidding. Okay. So I hope everyone is doing well, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thanks Sai for taking such a good initiative. You know, we doesn't have all these things when we are doing our architecture. I'm really happy that I can able to share my thoughts and my experience. So quickly, I would like to go and present myself. Now, let me see. Where's that? Yeah.
Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a small correction, not Sai. Actually, we have so much of seed members who had been putting each and every work here. So the entire seed members.
Oh, but you are the one who contacted me, right? So I just mentioned your name. But anyways, it was really good initiative, and thank you so much. You know, like I was the first person who was trying to do when I was doing. I mean, like in third year, I believe I tried to bring all the seniors and try to have contact with them with us, but it was not happening. But anyways, it's really good initiative, and keep doing all these things. You know, I'm really happy for that. So let's start. Okay. And one more thing, just stop me anytime. I'm totally fine. Just let me know if you're not, you want to ask any question, just you can ask it, or if you can able to make a note and you can ask me at the end, that will be great. So let me do my, so everyone can see my screen, right?
Yes, now.
We do.
Yeah, great. So this is when Sai was asking me, like, try to pick a topic. I don't know what I want to present. I was like little confused. So whether which should I do it in an architecture based on, I mean, like some architecture subject like sustainable architects, which I'm really good in that, or doing some facade or whatever. So I just decided, okay, let me try to do something different. I don't know whether it makes difference or not. So I just come up with the topic. I mean, like Sai come up with this topic. Initially, I was decided to do my journey from MA to NYC, but Sai said like this will be good. My learning to practice, that makes sense, and it was really interesting, you know. So the journey without destination, I think you guys know. As architects, we know the journey never ends. So I'll go to the next slide. Where is the next slide? Come on. Yeah. So, oh my God, I can hear my voice. Sorry, it's horrible. So, yeah, this session, I want to present a few things like life in Satyabama, VIP Valley, Lapatagari, and then trail run, code architects and GPS construction, and then Arthapadi, higher studies, learning at Pratt, and experience the reality facilities as a facilities project manager. These are the things which we want to see in my presentation today. And let's. So life in Satyabama, think it's I have a lot of memories, but I could not able to put everything in one slide. I think this entire presentation is not enough to do that. So Satyabama taught me many things for me. Like it was a great experience. Right now, I really miss Satyabama. If you see on the left corner, there's one guy standing and staring, saying that everyone is waiting for graduation, but I'm waiting for a biryani, last biryani. That's true. I was doing the same thing. I was like literally desperate about biryani. I miss biryani in Satyabama. So yeah, jokes apart. So architecture. See, I can talk more in architecture, but it's a never-ending process, as I mentioned in the presentation. Before when I joined as an architect student, trust me, I really don't know the spelling of architecture. I was like totally zero. I don't know what is architect, but some architecture. Sorry. So I tried to somehow I just get into architecture and started learning. I started getting interest. The interest becoming it turns into a passion. I started loving it. So still I'm just trying to figure it out what exactly, because like every day we evolve with the new designs, new thoughts, so it's a big process. So I don't want to talk much about it. So networking, I did a very good networking. I hope everyone knows, because like I used to mingle with the staff or seniors, juniors. I'll be like super active in that. Like I try to bring everyone close, because architecture is all about sharing thoughts. Like you can grab some like knowledge from them, from juniors and to the seniors. So that's how I did the networking part and participation. You can ask me. I think you can ask anyone in the staff. So I'll be the first person participating in even if it's a small like a competition to the big competition. I will be there, because like when I try to participate, I learn a lot of things. Though I don't know what to do there, I'll go there and sit idly, and then I'll keep watching them. Okay, so many things, like for example, Zone NASA and NASA, all these things I participated. Reciprocity, very small thing, but I learned a lot of things in that. It's a good thing, like you should. Then you can know what you are good at when you do all this participation. And then sharpening my skills while doing participation, I realized that okay, I'm good in model making and drafting, because I suck with what in the software. I'm not that much good, but I'm good, but not that great comparing to you guys, because I'm just keep on tracking all your designs whenever it's possible. I'm just checking all your stories. You guys doing a really great job. So in that way, I'm just good in the model making, and then enjoying the process. I think we are here to enjoy the process. That is true. Like if you start enjoying, or if you start like liking your design, or you are too much affectionate to the design, the end product will be very 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 nice. Like that is what I used to do, and I'll make a lot of memories. So there are so many things Satyabama taught me, like how to handle things, like from like talking to the senior level to the junior level. It was a good interaction. I mean, like overall, I had a very great experience. I still miss biryani though. What is that? Oh my god! Why? I'm missing some slides. Shit. My bad. Why? Oh god. Where is 4-5? I'm really sorry, guys. Give me a minute.
It's okay,
Really
now no
sorry.
issues now.
No. I have a slide. Let me put into other presentation. You can see my screen, right? Please, please ignore my.
Actually, we see a dark.
Can you see my screen
No, no, you should again close
now?
the extension and reopen this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do the stop sharing and then
Yeah.
I'll start sharing again.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what's wrong with that.
It's totally fine, I think.
Something is wrong. See, as I said, I'm stuck with this technology thing. Where's my home? Uh, can you see this now? No?
Uh,
Can you see?
no, no, no,
No?
no.
No? Just tell me. Just please don't tell me no.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
try.
yeah. Now we can see. Yes, yes.
Thank God. I don't know. Somewhere the slides got skipped. I don't know what's the
And it's
problem.
okay.
Oh, can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'll put it in this one. So this one, I just want to explain that my process, how I learned architecture, how it is helping me right now. So these are the few designs which I was working myself and with my close architect in Bangalore, Shuninava. I just did my internship. So on the left corner, those are my ugly sketches. That is my initial stages of drawing. And then later on the middle, you can see some model designing that was done by me, not a model maker. I mean, like I just did I just made the model, and that was a convention center. It was really good. I still like design, but I could not able to figure it out how I end up doing that big thing, not big thing, the shit thing. And then on the right corner, we won the NDTV Award when I was doing my internship. I was closely working with my architect. So, this is his house. We just have very narrow space and we want to build something. So in this one, I just learned something that, like a space, some matters, right? But still, people think if you have a small space, you cannot design like in a luxurious way. But still, like this one come out really well. The house interiors, everything. I have pictures, but I'll show you later. But this was very good design. I just learned so many things from this particular project. It was really interesting project, and we won the award for this project. And then if you see this one, as I mentioned, I'm an active participant in everything. So Bizzarc, I think, I don't know you guys know or not, but still, yeah. You were not there for the NASA, NASA, right? I think, yeah, you're not there. 2020 batch. I don't know, some of them will be there. So Bizzarc, we won the LIMCA Book of Record. It was my idea and Shirlo. She's one of my friend and a couple of juniors. I forgot their name, but Arun ma'am who's the one who taken the initiative. It was a big thing, like we just won. It's not easy to win a LIMCA Book of Record. We just work very hard. We organize things. We just want to know what exactly we are going to do, and like we just collect all this junk from the entire college. We collected and we made like a maze, and we allow the students outside the students to participate and design some design, like we have some design competition. So it was fun actually. On the bottom, we have a GSEN. We won the trophy for GSEN in the NASA. I was working with my close friends, Roshan, and a couple of them. And then what was that on the right corner? It was my design. It was like a what was that? It's a clubhouse. Yeah. So I'm just sharing all my experience. Like I'll tell you why I'm showing all those things. I don't know. I'm not doing a portfolio presentation, but still it's a portfolio. But I will tell you at the end what did I learn from each and every design. Okay, and this is the thesis. I love my thesis. Still, I love my thesis. I admire it. I did my thesis. It's not, maybe you can see just few sheets, but I have almost, I don't know, but I have a huge bunch of sheets and models. I don't know. I end up doing almost 36 models, I believe. I just did 36 models and some 100 plus sheets. It was a good thing for the presentation, not the process. So as I mentioned, I was a very good model maker. I was very interested in doing that. So this thesis is all about my, like it changed my life actually. Before that, I was just playful and doing all those things. Well, I don't know how many, like I don't know what is the time period for now for the thesis, but we had like 6 months. But I did for 1.5 year. I worked on my thesis because my guide was Arul ma'am. She really helped me out, and we just started doing like a lot of groundwork, and we made a schedule like what we're going to do, how we're going to do. So I just worked really hard, and then I was started liking sustainability because my thesis is based on the sustainable design. So I was really enjoying the thesis, and then I really enjoyed the process, though it's a hard thing. sometimes I will get frustrated. I want to, okay, I'm done. Okay, விட்டுறலாம். I'm good. இதுக்கு மேல பண்ண வேலைக்கு ஆகாது. I used to talk to myself a lot, and then I come to a conclusion. Okay, you need to, you liked it, but you have to do it no matter what. So I just stick to it, and finally I did, and I won the uh, best sustainable thesis award in 2015, I believe. Yeah, 2015 I won this thesis award and best thesis. So, from if you see the scratch, as I said, the architecture is a never-ending process. If you see my academics on the left corner with the ugly sketches, I just started my life there, and still I'm doing designs, and I came here. So this is the process where I really enjoyed. I never knew that before. When I come to the college, I thought like, okay, Satyabama, okay, நல்ல சாப்பாடு போடுவாங்க. Only that I know. And then finally, I don't know what is architecture, to be honest. And finally, I come up, finally I end up in this. But still, I love architecture. So having talent is a good. Hard worker is better, but having passion is according to me, is the best part. So I want to be. I think I saw this. The saying whatever said, I think it was written by Frank Lloyd Wright, I guess. Yeah, he was the one who said all these things. So I like the process. So what I'm saying, just love the process, don't look for the end product ever. So that is what I learned in my academics. And then next slide, I think a couple of them will be love this slide. I personally like this slide. I don't know, because it doesn't take much time to do this, because I was enjoying. So what happened? Everything is good. Won the best thesis award, and I participated in NIASA, but I could not able to win it. That's fine, but it's a good to participate. So I participated in NIASA. Everything is done. Next, வீட்டுக்கு வரவங்கலாம் they will ask, தம்பி அடுத்து என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க, தம்பி அடுத்து என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க, because I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm done. I'm good. I completed my architecture. No, I don't know. Really, trust me, I was like, this was the best part in my life, because I can able to understand more about me. I just thinking, what should I do? So many questions, whether I should go and work in a firm, or I should start a firm, or start a or start a company, or do you want to do studies? உடனே எல்லாரும் மாஸ்டர்ஸ் படிக்கலாமா? So there are so many things are running in my mind. I have a few friends, not few, I have many friends, but who is very close to me, like Winfred, Jesse, and Lazarus. We three are a bit close, and we started. Trust me, I wasted almost 4 months going to Besant Nagar, sitting there and watching the seashore, and asking questions about myself. Okay, what I'm going to do, because all my friends, a couple of friends are started doing their higher studies. Some of them were started the firm. Everyone is achieving something. I was like totally lost. What I'm going to do? It's a big question. So I just discussed with my friends. They said like, okay, we'll see what to do. And I just literally wasted 4 months, and then I come to a conclusion. Okay, why can't we start a firm? Just do a trial run. Let's do this, because by the grace of God, I have a family with a good background. So my aunt has a very good background. So I thought, okay, first of all, I just talked to myself. Okay, what is the what do you have, like a plus and minus? According to minus, nothing. Plus, I just tried to figure it out. Okay, what is my background? What is my strength? So I thought my aunt is my strength, and she has a very big contact. So I went and talked to her. Why can't you introduce me and introduce me as architect? I want to start a firm. Just give me one contact. She gave me one contact, my uncle contact. On the first, the Hima Aqua Minerals. This is the first design which I did. This is maybe I'll share it later on. I have the this was the render image, but you can see the exact design on the reality. I was so happy. So this was almost like 10,000 SFT. It's a big project, very big. I think almost 6 acres or 10 acres. I'm not sure. I totally forgot. I have very bad memory. Sorry about that. So yeah, we did it. We did this project. My uncle was, it was like a cat on the wall. You know why? Because the client is my aunt's client, and this side I'm going to prove myself. I have to balance the both. I have to concentrate. I have to go forward. So I was thinking, okay, let's be confident. I mean, like, sorry. So I was like working with my friends, and like I went and talked to my client, my uncle. I asked him, so what are you looking for? What sort of the factory going to be? Do you have any style or anything? He said like, you do whatever you want, because your aunt told me that she want you to give something, so I'm here. Just just don't hesitate to do anything. You do whatever you want. That is the best thing each and every architect will get, because like when you do design, for example, I know every people will experience. Everyone will do the design for the entire night. The next day, ma'am will take the 6B or 8B. She will literally scribble on your sheets. I don't know whether they're doing now or not, but in our time they used to scribble a lot. We used to get really, I was spend almost 4 hours on doing this thing, and you just put an 8B and scribbling it. That is all. It's a real. When you come to the reality, you will do all the designs. The client will say, "இதுக்கு வாஸ்து சரியில்லை. நீங்க இங்க வச்சிருக்கலாம் ஜன்னல், இல்ல இங்க வச்சிருக்கலாம்." Oh God. So that is the big thing, because like it's a good, and then again you have to compromise your design skills and everything. So coming back to this one, so I have a very like I have my own style. Like, okay, we're gonna do a factory. It should not look like a factory. I want to do something. It should look like a convention center, or whatever. But I want it aesthetically. It should be like a good. Like it should really look good and pleasing. So I thought like, okay, I just show this design, and the challenging part in the design is like you cannot see whether it is the factory or not, because if you see that, I just try to come up with some floating walls. The transparent part is entire glass, so the wall will end at one part. So everything is good. Renders came out really well. Now the next step is like go on meeting with this the structural engineer. He come and said, "Sir, இதெல்லாம் பண்ண முடியாது sir, விழுந்துரும் sir, அது sir, இது sir." Oh God. Then what we did, we just go back to our BC sheets and all the graphic design and everything. We just digged our old materials, and we learned so many things, because people make, like when you're not aware of what you're doing, or if you don't have a basic knowledge, they will really make you fun of it. So it's a better way, like you should understand everything. You should be clear what you're talking, and you should be defined yourself. Okay, you can show the proof. So we had a big argument. Finally, I end up doing this, and and then like all these things, I just like I can go and talk with the structural engineer or client or whoever. All this I just got from the Satyabama, to be honest, because when I was actively participating in all the events, I'll go and talk. I never, because like we without knowing ourselves, we have some boundaries. We used to have some shy feeling, or we feel fear. We don't know whether we used to think ourselves insecurity. So I thought like insecure feeling. So I thought like, okay, why can't we do this? And then, so yeah, sorry, I'm just out of box. So and we had a finally I ended up doing this. Like I had a good so yeah, when I start this firm, I thought like, okay, understanding user is a big thing, and communication skills you should know to talk. Like you should understand, you should defend yourself. People will, if not, they'll make fool of you. And then management skills. This is very real. This is really important. Like you should make each and everything. You should make a note. Like how you going to do. You need to schedule each and everything, and like you should talk with the clients and vendors. You should get work done. So the management skills are really, really important. And then money management, and this is a big problem which I had. Like initially when I said, before meeting my auntie, I just tried to do some projects, small projects. These people, like they'll try to get work done very free. Like they want work everything for free of cost. They won't pay you. They said like, okay, you are budding architect. No, I want to give a chance, but they want to give money. So I'm saying that whoever want to be an entrepreneur, don't work for free. My advice: never ever work for free. Okay, and then and this is my first project. I really like it. Uh, and then the next project was a really challenging one. guys, let me know. You can unmute and tell me if I'm really boring or if you want me to do something else, because I don't know. Really, I was like, I don't know what, because some of them will be bored with why he's talking all those things. I'm just trying to, I have so many projects, but I want to pick up few and I want to tell what are the challenges I faced. Because, like when I talk about this project, I just go back to my studies and then I'll recollect because that is what my topic and I have to talk it because, yeah. So this one, so let me know if you guys bored. I'll stop it, okay?
Oh no,
And
actually, it's really interesting now. You can carry
yeah,
on now.
so yeah, this is my second project. Very, very challenging. Very challenging. The client is a big shot. I don't want to reveal his name, and is you don't the one more best part is, like when you get a client like this, you can literally play. You can do whatever you want. Okay, I'll tell you the cost. This was designed in 2016. Okay, this was a 2016 project, and the project estimation, I mean, like the project cost is like almost, we spend 56 lakhs for doing the elevation. Trust me, no one will do elevation for 1,800 square feet and spending 56 lakhs. That's a huge money, right? So my client is a very good rich fellow. So he said like, okay, you do whatever you want. The challenging part is like, like you have to complete the project in 18 days because his the son going to get married, so he want everything get ready before that. So 18 days. He told me 2 months before. 2 months before, and because he is the one who decided the deadline because he got some work to do inside his house. He said like, okay, the house will be free from this time to this time. So I calculated this, it was like 18 days. I was like, really, do we need to because first thing, I'll get a good money, to be honest. The second thing, it's a really challenging, and third thing, you will never get a client like this if you can able to prove yourself. you know Generally people used to tell, right, you should not talk, your design should talk. So when people see, he may refer some of them and you will get more work, right? So that is what my intention was. I thought like, okay, I said like, I just took a dare step because I don't want to go back and back step. I thought like, okay, we'll give a shot. And I was talking to my friends and everything is going good, and I made a schedule. Okay, this day you should do, this day you should do, everything is fine. The end, what happened when it comes to reality, I try to bring some couple of vendors and then contractors. I told him, okay, this is the plan, this is the design, this we are going to do. And the middle, you can see that is my ugly sketch again. So this is what we want to do. They said like, yeah, we can do, but it will take at least 2 months, 1.5 months. Really, no, I have 18 days, you have to do it. 18 days is not possible. So then what I did, one of my senior, his name is Simeon, CB Designs. So CB plus Simeon Designs. He is one of my close friends. When I was doing my second year, he was in the fifth year. So I used to talk to all the seniors, as I mentioned. So I went and talked with him. I had a chat with him. I said like, okay, this is my idea. This is what I'm going to do. Everything. He really helped me out. He just bring his contractors and he just told me, okay, I'll be there. Don't worry. So these are the things when you should not underestimate anyone, or you should try to build the contacts, keep in touch with everyone. Who knows? I never thought I'm going to do a project with him, but I just randomly talked to my friends, and I just did my socializing with all my friends and tried to find out his contact, and somehow he said like he was very happy. Okay, it's a really good project. So the next challenging is like, who gonna do? He just bring me some friend. I mean, like some of them is contractors, and we designed. We did everything is fine. And one more challenging part, the material what you're looking at is in a Funder Max. It was imported from Australia. Now it's available. Now it's easily available. But the time when I'm doing, only the guy who can supply this material is from Bangalore. So we have to get the material from the Bangalore, and then like it was really challenging, the transportation and everything. I was sitting like a watchman and watching all these things the entire day and night. I didn't go to my house because if I go out, I know these people will mess up with something, or they'll do some time pass. He could store an upleap insult. So I thought like, okay, I want to sit. I just focused on this, like I think, okay, let's give the full, spend all your time. I spend all my time, and finally I end up. As I promised, I just gave this house on 70th day itself. So the client was really happy, and he was like, he liked everything, the finishing, and everything is good. This was really challenging shot. This one taught me like, okay, this project particularly I learned from myself. Every project I learned something. Okay, what did I learn? Okay, is the from this, what can I take back to my home? So that is what in this project I just learned that I know I can handle project. I can work better under the pressure. Like I am good in the scheduling. I'm good in negotiating. I'm good in talking. So I thought like, okay, this is what I'm good. Okay, this is really good. So next project, he called me and he gave me this project. Uh, it's almost completed. It's still the interior designing is going on. This one is in the Madurai. I just want to show this one. That's it. So he liked it, and now we are doing. We have almost 18 projects going in Chennai and three projects in Andhra, and yeah, pretty good so far. It's good. I think that is my working part. Let me take a sip. This is my trial run. So far, the trial run is very good. Hope it should go well. And still, my team is working there, and my firm is there. Everything is functioning. And then I end up doing this one also. So we are doing designing. Why can't we do construction? Then I started my construction company. So now we are doing a turnkey projects like designing, construction. So the client, I'm not allowing my client to go anywhere. Like like I don't want to lose my clients first of all. So when I said my clients, I'm going to New York doing my higher education, they were like little mad at me, but still that's fine. I'm just trying to, like I'll work overnight here and I'll try to deliver the designs and then talk to them. That is how I'm just doing it. I think so far is good. Let's go for the Adutha Padi, higher studies. I know. I know so many of them are planning to do their higher studies. So higher studies, what I used to do when people are saying that they want to do the higher studies, my first question, I'm like in the 2 years, the span of 2 years, I told them, okay, when they said like, okay, machan naan poi padikka poren, I want to go do some masters in this and that in New York or somewhere. Even I used to think, okay, why can't we do that? But still, I had a question. You're spending 60 lakhs, damn, 60 lakhs to almost 1 crore you're spending on your education. And when you're going to get back all this money, why can't you invest on the land or do some fixed deposit so that like this is the sure one. Like if you invest in land, it will increase in some time. It will make double. Or if you invest in fixed deposit, you will get every month interest. I used to, like tell my friends, don't do this, machan. Don't waste your money, machan. Just to put it in the business. You will earn more. People will laugh at me and they say like, okay, what I want to study. So there are a couple of friends who still do. My friends are studying with me. I mean, like in New York, a couple of Roshan and then Shillo. They are studying. Lazarus. They are studying actually. So, and then I decided, okay, I'm not going to study. Let's do the business. So I just started a company and everything is going good. And unfortunately, while doing all these things, all of a sudden the money demonetization demonetization was there. So my clients were little scared and they didn't start, like the situation is very bad. We could not able to move forward with my projects, and then like, okay, fine. Then I really thought of why can't we give a chance for studying masters. So உண்மை சொல்லணும்னா படிச்சாதான் பொண்ணு கொடுக்குறேன்ட்டாங்க. ஸோ அதனால தான் மாஸ்டர்ஸ் படிச்சேன். Just a joke. So I thought like, okay, we can do the masters. We'll decide what to do, because the first question, people who really want to do the masters just try to do your self assessment, like something like that. You really need a masters. Okay, you just fix one point. You need a masters before either like immediate education or I mean like once you graduate you want to do the masters, or else you want to gain some experience. So for me, if you ask me what is the best way to do the masters, just work somewhere or do something and gain some experience. While I'm doing this, I just thought, okay, what I'm good in? Do I really do masters in architecture or sustainable architecture, or what should I want to do? Because like I'm holding a company, people are working under me, and whatever I'm good at, I want to sharpen my skills. Okay, let's do this. It will be useful for my future. So I thought all these things, and then like, okay, let's do facilities management. I don't know. Don't ask me how did I find my friend Jesse. He is the one who's searching for me because he knows. I know personally, but he knows me very well about me. He said like, Macha, you have very good skills of managing. Better you do that. So yeah, for my MBA, we'll do MBA. That will be completely deviated from architecture. I don't want to do that. Then I come up with the facilities management. Sorry. So okay, I decided to facilities project management, and I decided to do my masters. What is next? Where? India kulla pandalana, there is no right now we have so many courses, but still in India we don't have a facilities management. And in general, if you want to do something, you can do it in India also. The India in India we have a very good colleges too in different courses. So yeah, that is what you should understand, which college is good in what in that particular course, and what is their ranking, how much is all the cost going to be. So idella you should have in mind. Next, like how, because like when I said, I was telling my friends, don't go there. They just put your money in bank and earn. That time itself, my friends started doing, a couple of friends, even Shidlo, I believe, she was started doing her GRE and TOEFL and everything. And these people said, I joined in a consulting firm, and they said like, okay, you should write a GRE TOEFL. GRE na, so you have to learn again maths, physics, chemistry. I was like, really repeat 10 standard, because we don't know, we won't do all these things, right? So I thought like maths is also fine, but physics, chemistry, I think okay. And then I just researched the university. The university said I don't require GRE. I was so happy. Okay, because and there's only two colleges. I think one is Westminster, I don't know, and then one is Pratt. These two colleges only offering the facilities management. Okay, let's do this one. Pratt said like they don't require GRE. I was very happy. I was very confident that I was very sure that I want to get into the college no matter what. And I studied. I got it. They need a TOEFL. TOEFL, yes. I didn't write IELTS. I think at TOEFL. I don't know. Yeah, I think I wrote IELTS. Just I got a score and I submitted, and somehow I joined. Before doing all these things, this one, the experience, you should know when you're applying for your college, you should know, okay, is the college the particular visa and the course, or they allow you to work here, because there are a couple of courses, once you've done it, you have to go back to your country. That doesn't make sense. You spend like so much money, right? So you have to, once you've done your graduation, you have to do work. You need to get a real experience. So my advice is like, try to find courses, something like that. So you'll able to, like you'll able to do, you'll able to understand. Okay, I mean, like, okay, this is the reality. We just studied and we are going to work on it. You'll gain a real experience, real time experience. So that's how I just end up doing my higher studies. Oh my God. And then, yeah, learning at Pratt. Okay, everything is good. Facilities management, again, the same thing. I don't know what is facilities management. My friend briefed me a little of, okay, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. So, and now I'm telling what is facilities management. Like I know a little bit, not much again. So, though I graduated. So, facilities management, when I come up this, when I decided to do facilities management, so I have an architecture company, construction company, and I want to do something, like related to my profession. So
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah, so yeah, the facility management basically, like architect just design and he'll finish his job, and then contractor, he'll be there till you complete the building. And what about next? What is the next step? Who is going to take care of the entire building? Now the facilities management he'll come into the picture. Like he's the one who take care of the whatever the lifespan of the building. He will be there till the end, till the demolition period. He will be there to do all the renovation projects, staffing, space designing, cost estimation for maintenance and HVAC, plumbing, whatever. He will be the major person, because we don't know, back in India we doesn't have all these things. We'll have, for example, if you take a mall, they'll have a floor manager. but if and again, the facilities management is only for the big construction, not small people, small areas like an individual house. So if you have a community like a big apartment, then the facility manager will fit into that area. So it's totally it's something like a big scale projects. So I thought like, okay, we can do a facilities management. Then I decided, okay, let do this facilities management, learn what is facilities management, and come back to India, work here at least 2 years, and go back to India. And I want to establish architecture firm, construction firm, and then facilities management. These are my future goals. So this is going to be my add-on company, and I'm going to grab some people, and I want to explore about the facilities management. I want to tell them, okay, this is what we do. So, and here the culture is completely different. I really like, I don't know how many of them know about Pratt, but Pratt is one of the world's 10 top university. It's a bit hard to get into the Pratt, but if you get in, it will be like awesome. So here I used to make a lot of friends. Whatever I do in my undergrad, I used to do the same thing. I have a lot of friends. I'll mingle with my staff, and I'll do that and hang out with my professors. We'll do a lot of socializing, and I want to people, like my professor used to mad at me sometimes, like, why I'm the one who keep on asking the questions in the class. What next, why are you doing this, why are you doing that? Then he said like, okay, all you Indians are keep on asking questions. I was like, yeah, of course. So because I was eager to learn, and I want to know what exactly it's trying to tell, because we have some communication like barrier, here the English is completely different, back in India it's completely different, so we're trying to catch them. So there are a couple of things which need to consider, and I ask a lot of questions. So these people, they won't hesitate, they will help you. Like, you need to experience all these things. It is the real time it's a really good experience. And then working at Pratt, this is the, I don't know, I think this is the last slide. Oh, so working at Pratt, like once I completed last year, this time I got graduated from my for my master's degree, and then I was searching for my job, because my course I can stay here 3 years and I can work. So that's a good part, right? I don't want to miss it. So, but I want to get a job within 90 days. The time when I got graduated, I was applying. I believe it's almost 2,756, I guess. I applied it. Total firms I applied it. I just got reply from 10. It's really hard. It's very, very hard. Trust me. And then somehow I got it. And then, I got the interview calls. I attended 3, 4 interview calls. They said like they'll come in. Here they won't give job very easily. First thing they'll look for the experience. Second thing, they'll look for your status as in like or an immigrant, like whether they need to do a sponsor for visa. There are so many things which you need to think. So almost my 90 days period is almost going to over. I could not able to find any job. And then this guy, one of my friend who studied with me, he just randomly called me, asked, what you're doing? I'm searching for a job. Oh, really? Why can't you apply at Pratt? Oh, is that a possible? Yes. Then I applied in the Pratt. He was the one working as one of the director in facilities management. I didn't knew that. So he called me for the interview, and they asked a lot of questions. And glad I answered everything. And so that's how I ended up working at Pratt. And I got the job with a good salary and everything. So they just elaborate all the roles which I supposed to do. So right now I'm managing almost 40 buildings, institutional buildings, all the functionality and renovation projects. I'm closely associated with the architect team. So again, like I'm not missing my architecture life. So I do designs there with them. And in this, you have to learn a lot of laws, and you should be very punctual, because you have a lot of, because almost 140 staff work under me, so I should be very responsible, and I should be on time. I should be scheduled each and everything. And I handle almost 10 million projects, $10 million projects now. But unfortunately, we are not doing a couple of them due to this pandemic situation. And then in that project, you should understand the risk, which like how you should estimate the risk in each and every project. And then the communication is very important, because here the people, they have Spanish people and the Mexican people with the different languages. You have to communicate with the high level directors to the ground staff. So you should not hesitate to talk with anyone. You should be friendly with everyone. So these are things I learned from while doing my masters, as well as while I'm working on the back in India. Those things are really helped me working at Pratt. So I think yes. Let me do one thing. What is this? So yeah, question. So one more thing. You can ask me question in anything, not based on my presentation. Yeah, trust me, I'm good in. Uh, if you want to ask something in architecture, you can ask something like a sustainable architecture, facade design, advanced design architecture, because I'm trying to do a lead certification now, and that is my next step. And then, so yeah, you can ask me anything. I hope I didn't bore you guys. So if you want me to go to back any slide, let me know, and I can explain you again. I think I'm good. I'm done. Oh God, I need to take it.
Anna, it was really nice. Now, it was really interesting to see your presentation. And here are a few questions which students are like already posted and yet are about to post in the chat box. So,
Oh, I didn't.
so
I
I
could not see
personally have
that.
a question. I
Okay.
personally have a
Okay.
question about your thesis now. So,
Okay.
how did you proposition of an urban oasis evolve as your topic for thesis, and how did it
Hmm.
overcome the issue of stigma against certain groups and its impacts in their use of public space, access to public services? Example, based on gender, social hierarchy, etc.
Mm-hmm. So first, let me talk about my thesis. I had a couple of ideas. I want to do my thesis in a different way, but I was not clear what I'm going. That is the big thing, like it is a big process. So every day I come up with, ma'am, I'll do something like an, sports center or airport or something. I have a lot of plans, but at the end I decided to an urban oasis. Like what is the exact meaning of urban oasis? It's like in my personal feeling right now we are just living in a concrete jungle without knowing or unknowing. We're just living in a concrete jungle, and we are just dumping so much trash. We never thought of how much trash we are dumping. So I thought, like, okay, why can't we do something with the trash, complete recyclable, not recyclable, reduce, reuse, not recyclable, because I don't want to do the recyclable. When you do the recyclable, what will happen? Like you're just trying to lose the form of the object. So I don't want to do that. I want to use as it. So I try to reuse it, and reduce it, as in like you should reduce the carbon footprint. So I thought, like, okay, let's do this one. So the entire project, if you see, I can show some slides. I don't know where did I have. So the entire project is all about like experiencing the space with the junk. It's like an exhibit center. So people need to get aware. Oh, okay, we can do with this. So if you see, there is a lot of maze which is running around my site. So that was purposefully done because like I want everyone to walk in the maze and experience each and every element which I did with the junk. So if you see the roof is completely made with an ETFE membranes, ethylene tetrafluoroethylene. So you can they get it direct. It is direct. It is an opaque object, and you can get the sunlight directly. And there's so many things. Each and every they'll have a kiosk kind of thing. When you pass inside, you will get one kind of experience. Which, if you see, one second, I'll show you something. Oh, sorry. If you see this one on the top, okay, the one on the left corner, which is made up of straws, the straw, right? So I
Yeah.
just cut it and make a bunch. So in real life, the UPVC pipes, which are really we are dumping without knowing. You can cut those UPVC pipes and you can close with some membrane. You can open it wherever you exactly the light you want. So that one is that thing, and the second thing on the right corner, you have an bamboos. I just did within a bamboos and then thread. In real life, you can use the V sections, and then you can use the fabric to make an like a gathering space. And one more thing, and the one in the water bottle cap. right? So I thought like we can do something with the cycle rims. So these are small things I'm explaining, the ideas. So I thought like, okay, in real life we can use the cycle rims, and we can weld it, and you can put a canopy on the top. There are so many things. If you These are the process actually. If you see on this corner, this is what, while doing the design, you should know the like viewing point. When you said you're going to deal with something public, right? The viewing points are very, very important. So where the people going to see, how the people are going to see. So these sticks are the buildings, and this is the focal view. Say, okay, this building can cover this much of area. When the person was inside the building, he can see this aerial view. Like that is what I just planned. And this is something like a breathing space. When I said, if you see, these are the breathing spaces. Okay, when you enter each and one space, you can study a lot of things. You can understand each one will made up of different material. So that is one thing, breathing spaces. And I did, because the site is in creek. The creek, right? Adyar Creek.
Hmm.
Near
Yes,
near that Leela Palace Hotel, there's one small creek, I believe.
yeah.
So there is the site, and it has some mangrove trees. So you should learn about how you can do the like vegetation there, what plants can we grow. So there are so many things. Yeah, I don't know. Did I answer your question or not? Let me tell me.
Uh, like,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
we also have a question in the chat box from
Yeah, I could not
Manaswita.
able to see the chat back. I cannot able to see the chat box. Please read for me. I will answer for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much,
the
Hari.
question is, how do you define the term sustainable architecture or sustainable living?
Sustainable architecture and sustainable living. I think like that's a really good question. Like sustainable architecture, people have just they used to tell that, okay, I'm sustainable architect, I'm sustainable architect. That is not a sustainable architect. Like the basic principle of sustainability is, first, according to me, is like reducing the carbon footprint. First thing is reduce the carbon footprint and try to use it whatever you have. And then now that is not a possible, to be honest, because everybody want luxury, and everybody want to build something aesthetically pleasing, and everything should be good, right? So nowadays there are so many materials. Reducing the energy, when you do the sustainable design, first thing material, second thing the functionality of the building. The functional When I said the functionality of the building, you should act according to the weather conditions, right? So if you're going to build some building in for example, in Chennai or somewhere very hot city, you should know how to build. You should study the weather. First, you should know you should understand the the surroundings. First thing, and the second thing, you should know the culture. I mean, like the culture, and then what do you call it? Oh shit! I'm just missing the words. So there's something called, wait, I'll show you something. I can explain you this one. Okay, it will take time, no problem. So yeah, you should understand the weather conditions, and like there are so many technologies which we are not doing it because it is not aesthetically looking good. So I say, if you want to build a house in Madurai which makes a very good cooling effect, if you know, there is something called courtyards. There is very, very famous in courtyards, right? In Madurai, there are many houses are famous in with courtyards. So why can't we do something, bring into that and do some stack effect? So stack effect, right? Raising the hot air and settling the cold air down. So you can have an lintel openings, and you have a floating roof. There's so many things. If you want me to talk sustainability, we have to segregate first thing. Like how we going to do, when you do a sustainable architecture, you should know there are so many things. We have to deal with the building. We have to deal. I mean, like we have to deal with the materials. We have to deal with the land. We have to deal with the people. Like there are so many things. Climate, whatnot. So yeah, it's a big process actually. I don't know. I'm still learning, to be honest. Yeah.
Anna, we have got another question from another student. The question is, the certifications of facility management is one of the most prestigious recognition for a person in any field. It basically tells how much a tough competitor you are in your field. How did you manage to earn such a thing at a very start age? I would like to know the secret recipe of yours.
Nice. I'm not young too. I'm old. So yeah, it's a as I said, like socializing. Like we used to be in back in India. We have something called NASA, right? And so NASA. In a similar way, we have a IFMA chapter here. So what I do, I used to participate in everything. I used to participate and go and talk with all the IFMA chapters, and I act to participate in all those things. So like getting certification is a bit hard, but I worked, to be honest. I really worked. I really worked hard, and then I had support with my friends. Like as an international student, we will be lagging in something, because people who born and brought up here, very they know very well than us. So I just talked with my friends. I said like, okay, can you please help me with this? I don't know what exactly I'm doing. So that is all. Like you need to improve your communication skills. You should have a good rapport with the seniors, juniors, and the staff, everyone. That's how I think that really helps me to reach this level, I believe. Communication and being friendly with everyone.
Another question now. What are the
Mhm.
biggest challenges and attractions of this job? What do you feel about this? In your job?
Right now, the one which I am doing it, because I'm doing
Yeah,
three jobs. Yeah.
yeah,
So go ahead. It's about the facilities management, right?
yeah, exactly. Now it was about the
So
facilities management.
yeah, initially I was like, when I am applying for the jobs, okay, if it will be fine if I get one or two jobs. I mean, like very small, if I can able to manage a theater or hospital. But when it comes to the institution, they have a 40 buildings, not one, two, 40 buildings. I have to learn the 40 buildings, because as a facilities manager, you should understand each and everything in the building, from the door to the roof, door details to the roof details. So because if something, because we generally dealing with the people, right? The comfort for the people. So if there's some issue, you should be ready, and you should be proactive, and you should be ready to, sort out the issue. So initially I had a bit like a irritation. I got irritated. What the hell? Why I'm doing this? I want to go back. While studying, it was fun. While doing the job, it was really hard for the first 2 months, because 40 buildings are different. All 40 buildings. I mean, like almost 28 buildings are old. The rest of things are new. So right now I'm just handling a project which is a $10 million. So I am the project manager for that. I have to prepare the bidding documents. I have to talk with the contractors. I have to talk with the architect, and I have to make a schedule. We have to do everything. So when you're doing all these things, you should understand, like, because if like you're dealing with money, and you are the responsible for the entire project. If you have some, if you lose your what do you call, concentration or whatever, if you miss something, you'll end up with big mess. So
Mm.
it's really challenging for me still. Best part is like, I'll never scared for anything. Even the one I explained in my project, which I supposed to complete in 18 days, I'm still handling 40 buildings. I never scared. I tell, okay, we'll do it, because I know when I able to manage my firm and still it's functioning, I'm having a bunch of clients back in India. So I have a confidence. Okay, I can do it. Initially, each and every process will makes you like, okay, a bit will be like, it will be like a scaring for you, but it's okay. Just focus it. You can do it. So that is what I just motivate myself. That is how I'm still doing it. Right now, my boss is happy and I'm happy.
That's really great now. So, other participants, if you have any questions, you can just raise your hand, or else you can even type it in the chat box so that I could read it to Anna. And another
Yeah.
question now. What
Yes.
criteria will be used to establish priorities and make design decisions?
Priority to make a decision. Okay. In this, you see, first thing, I'll never compromise in design. Okay. First and foremost, I'll never compromise in design, whether it is small design or big design. when you say the priority for the design, it's like a user. You can do designs whatever you want, but who is going to use that at the end? The user, right? So you should understand the user. And if you really want to do some wonders, and you should know how to communicate and how to talk with the client and get your work done. Because the clients which I have right now, there are some creepy clients, but that's fine. But you should not lose your temper. You should keep on talk to them and make a subtle move. Because we know what is we can able to imagine if you design something, how it will be in real life. But those people will never understand. So the communication, for making a design, once you're done with your product, you should know how to sell it. So the communication plays a major role, and then having your own style and doing design for the user actually. Is it the one you asked, or I'm out of track? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
This is
the
the big
same.
problem because I'll talk a lot. I'll skip the topic. So please don't mind and ask me the question again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
I
question
have small a bit.
was, what
Hmm.
criteria will be used to establish priorities and make design decisions?
So what do you mean by that? Priority and design? I didn't get you. Is
Mm,
that your question?
no, it was a question from another student.
Okay. Like priority means like you have to prioritize yourself, right? The client user is the bigger priority for me. The way, I don't know.
I think we'll move on to the next question. For this current scenario, tell us a bit about your observations in the academic experiences in New York. As the COVID-19 pandemic situation changed specific scenarios there.
Yeah. So my experience in practice was great, and then now as a facilities project manager, I have a lot of responsibility because of this stupid COVID. Because we could not able to like, we just stopped the students for time being. They were doing all online services, like online web. What do you call the online portal for doing the classes and everything, but I have a tough time because like the couple of staffs are coming to our college. We have to make sure they should not get affected. So we are doing some disinfectation, and then there are a lot of things are going around.
And we have a question from Prem Mohan. The question is,
Mm.
hi Anna, what does Oasis mean? How does this go with your sustainability topic?
Oasis, as I mentioned, if you see the buildings around, it's like if you see the image on the screen, I think you can see my screen, right? So
Yes, now,
like
yes, now.
the surrounded by. Basically, I come up with the topic urban oasis. Is everybody knows the oasis, right? Do you guys know oasis? So if you don't know, let me explain something. For example, like the desert, you will have a small space which has a water body in it. So walking all the
Mm.
way and something like like, oh, you will be, once you see that, you will be more happy, right? So that is what I want to do with an oasis, urban oasis. Like as I mentioned, if you see all the buildings is surrounded by a concrete building. It's a concrete jungle, to be honest, right? So I want to do with something, as I spoke, that recyclable material. I mean, like reuse. I mean, like yes, materials which can be reused and reused in a different form and reduce the carbon print. If you use all these things, it will like you're just creating less of pollution. And I thought like, okay, this is when people walk into my space, they can see, okay, wow, we can do with this one. So I'm just creating an awareness for the people. Okay, you can do wonders. Instead of using the bricks, why can't you use the bottle which filled with sand that is more stable and strong? Because we don't know, but we are the ones, we need to tell them. So that is what I just want to be, an exhibit center. Okay, come and explore everything. I just haven't, if you see that, I mean, I don't have detailed plans though, but in this one, you'll have a research R&D center, research and development center. So yeah, when you about the question, like the urban oasis is like, like if, as I mentioned, jungle, but you will have a space which is totally reusable materials. build a space with the reusable materials. I justify in that way. I'm not using any conventional material. All the materials inside there is prepared by my own, and then we construct it.
Yes, now. So I think we have another question. What skills have served you best in your career?
What skills? I don't know. Yeah, in career is, if you go back to my presentation from academics, from the sketching to the models, skills varies, depends on the situation of INTB. But I'm good in convincing the clients, getting work done, and doing designs. You know, I'm still learning. I don't know what I'm good in, but I can handle anything. I can handle pressure. No.
We have another question from Prem Mohan. Being an
Mm-hmm.
architect, how did you open a construction firm? Do you really calculate all those confusing structural problems? Initially asking, as we hate these at the time of studies.
Trust me, even I am the one of the guy who traced the BC sheets, okay, with the glass board. To be honest, yeah. So it's a fun, when I was saying, I believe I was like 8 years old. We just built a house. I was the watchman for that house in the daytime. When Saturday, Sundays, I'll go there. The people used to do the construction. The Kottanaru will make all the jalli preparation and everything. I'll ask, Anna, idenna, adenna. So it was in my, the construction part is coming with me for the long time. Doing that, my aunt is have a construction field and everything. So that's a really good question. When I thought like, okay, I have an architecture firm. Why you need a construction firm? That's a good question, but the real answer is like money. To be honest, money. Trust me, the who are listening to my conversation, you cannot earn money like in a contractor, like in the construction field or in the facilities management. Architect will never make money, but we are the creator. The satisfaction will be there, but at the end you won't get money. So I thought like, okay, we want to establish. I'm little business minded person, so I thought like, okay, let me do this construction field. I have a family support. Why can't I do this one? So then I decided to open the construction field, and the moment when I opened, I was happy. And later on, I realized, okay, this is more difficult than architecture. Even architecture can be done sitting at the computer and we can design, but this one is a physical stress. Like a walk. You should be there on the site and you should negotiate. If the work is not completed, you have to be. You are the responsible for the entire project. So many things, so many things. But it's good. Don't ever don't say you hate. Okay, it's okay if you hate the process, no problem, but try to learn it. It will be helpful in future. That is what I'll tell. Even I was the person who would hate all the details, but I was the person who went back and searched all the details while I'm doing the industrial design. We don't know some details. He's talking about some I sections, this one T joints, and then cantilevers, whatnot. He was saying. I was like looking at him, and then I realized, okay, we should. This is the time to go back and see our BC sheets. That really helps us. You should have a basic knowledge. So don't hesitate. Try to learn.
Any other questions, guys? Feel free to raise your hand so that you can directly have an interaction.
And I'm really feeling bad. Someone who asked me the question about the criteria of design, I didn't get the question properly or I didn't understand properly. But you can reach me at any platform. I think you have my contact right now. You have my email ID. If you want Sai will say, you can shoot me email or connect with Facebook or Instagram. I really love to talk with my juniors and try to help them because whatever knowledge I have, I'll share it. If I don't have anything, I'll learn it and I'll try to help you out. That is my kind of behavior. This is what I used to do it generally when I was doing my architecture in college in Satyabama.
Yeah, that's great now. So I think that was the last question, and I think it's time for us to wind up. And we really thank you for spending your valuable time with us now. It was like really an
Thank you
eye
so much.
opener to many of us, so that we could see the sheets of your thesis and your work now. It was really nice.
Yeah, thank you so much. I had same feeling, but I know I didn't answer the couple of questions to be honest, maybe properly. But uh, you can call me, you can contact me anytime. And yeah, I know according to my knowledge, I didn't answer two questions properly. I don't know, but yeah, that's fine. Just let me. It's really good. Try to like connect with your seniors, juniors, staff. They will be helpful in any time. You don't know when, but it will be. Someday it really helps you. Like in different ways. I don't know what to say, but yeah, it's really good. Keep going it, doing it. Let me know if you need any help from my side or to share. Like anything.
Sure, na, sure, na.
Feel
It
free
was
to
really
feel
pleasure
free.
meeting you, and we really had an idea of how things could be also there. Like the
Yeah.
way you told, like 18 days of construction work. That was like really
See.
inspiring now.
Yeah, that is what you don't know. The life changes. You should try to accept each and every moment in your life. Don't try to reject whatever is the opportunity comes nowadays. It's go. You can see more architects. So I don't want to extend this conversation, but still, my one humble request is like never hesitate or never reject anything. Just go, accept each and everything, whatever you're getting it. You learn a lot of things. It's all about process. Architecture. That is what I meant. Architectures are never ending. So there's a no destination for it, right? So yeah,
Thank you so much, na. It was
thank
really a
you.
good
And one more,
session.
I'm happy. I'm glad that you called me for doing this. And one more thing, be safe, stay safe, don't go out. Can do hangout meetings through what do you call that in online, but please be safe. Don't spread virus. Stay healthy. Okay.
Sure, na. Thank you, na.
Okay. Thank you. See you. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you, na. Bye now.
Bye.
Okay.